cats, what's happening? So if things aren't bad enough, it is a very rotten, miserable, drizzly day. And just when you think things can't get worse, I got an unruly mustache. Now people always ask me, they go, hey, well, when I'm out and about, I quite often get, hey, cool mustache. But people always also ask me, how long has it taken you to grow that? Well, I've had this mustache forever. And how long has it taken me to grow that? It's hard to say. I mean, actually, well, when I had my project manager career, I had to keep it cut right to about here. So in about a year and a half, it's grown from the chin down to there. And actually, it's probably been about that much longer because it grows uneven. One side grows faster than the other. One side grows thicker than the other. So I'm always taking the scissors and kind of trimming them up even, trying to get them even. But the one side seems to want to either poof out like that or it sticks up on the side like this. And I've never used any specific mustache items, as far as waxes or anything you would put on your mustache to hold it down. So anybody out there that has a mustache, that does treat your mustache and has some good ideas for me, some products that I might want to use to get my mustache back in control. I kind of like it when it's more like this instead of like poof, but it's always like poof. It's all over the place. And of course, I'm always pulling on it. My wife says, don't pull on it. You're going to keep pulling your mustache hairs out. Might be the case, but it's just a habit. It's like a grooming habit, I guess. Anyway, that's the deal with the mustache. If you can help me out with that, I would appreciate it. I know there's a lot of videos out there on how to take care of your mustache, but I thought maybe I'd ask you guys because I know I'll get some feedback. Anyway, I thought today I would talk just a little bit about why I don't wear a helmet. And people always say, boy, you're nuts, you should be wearing a helmet. I don't know. The only time I ever wore a helmet is when I rode motocross. And sometimes when I was just out ripping around in the field, I didn't even wear a helmet. When I first started riding, I wore a helmet on the road, but a helmet always felt restricted to me. I like my senses, my eyesight, my hearing, my smell. And when I'm riding, I can hear. I can hear when somebody's coming up behind me. I can hear when somebody's on the left of me or the right of me. I can hear the tires swishing. I can see, I have that peripheral vision. My head's free to look up, look down, look around. I don't have that blocking my view. I have worn some full face helmets and didn't like it at all. In fact, I just felt like the restriction was way more than it was safe for me. That's my personal opinion. I felt like my vision was somewhat restricted and my hearing definitely was restricted, and among other things. I just felt like claustrophobic. So what I had used in the past, I got these half helmets. I got two of them, one for me, one for the passenger. And the only time I ever wore those is when I was traveling on the road, when I was going, say like out to Sturgis or Laconia, the East Coast, or down south somewhere. Some states require that you have to wear a helmet. So whenever you're traveling, whether you wear a helmet or not, you better have one on the back of your luggage so that you can put it on when you get to those states, or you could be pushing yourself into a traffic citation. In fact, one year, boy, what year was that? I don't even remember. 2000, 2001. I was coming out of Denver, Colorado on my motorcycle, and you know, I had all my gear loaded up, my luggage on the back here and everything, and I had been riding all around Colorado, and it was time to go home, and I just shot east out of Colorado and right into Kansas, which is a helmet state. You have to wear a helmet in Kansas. Well, I was on the highway there, and I rode most of the day from one side of Kansas all the way to the other side, and that's a long state when you're going, you know, crosswise. Never put my helmet on once. Well, I had to pee, and I was almost to the state line, crossing over the state line there, and I stopped at the last rest area. And I was in there taking a leak, and the guy came in and he said, I passed you on the highway, and I noticed you didn't have your helmet on. I saw you have a helmet on the back of your bike. You know, I had it strapped up on top of my luggage pile here. But he said, you weren't wearing it. And I was like, really? I never even thought about it, but yeah, there's a helmet law in this state. And I thought, woo, I got lucky, because I rode literally all day across the state and never got pulled over. So that was a stroke of luck for sure. I don't think I would try that again. I'll throw the bucket on my head. But, you know, and then in the summertime too, you're wearing those helmets, they get really hot. I like to be comfortable. So, you know, I put my shades on. I don't wear earplugs. Some guys wear earplugs or, you know, hearing protection. I've never done that either. But I feel comfortable riding without a helmet because I'm very alert, and I like to stay very alert. And I like to be able to hear, see, smell, have all my senses at 100%. And when I'm wearing a helmet, it's completely restricted to me. So I know you guys are going to have a lot of arguments about whether you wear a helmet, whether you don't wear a helmet. A lot of you guys wear a helmet every time you go out. Some of you wear the half helmet. Some of you are wearing a full face helmet, you know, with just your opening for your eyes and your nose there, and a shield that flips down. I'm sure there's some comfortable ones out there, and I think it's something you'd have to get used to, but for me, I haven't worn one. V has pretty much done the same thing as me. She has never worn a helmet, but lately she's talked about it because she, more than anybody, is more concerned about safety on the road. I can see her point. We all know what the cell phone thing is like, and it has brought the risk of an accident up considerably when people are yakking on their cell phones, texting on their cell phones, and you're just trying to get from A to B on your motorcycle. It can be very, very dangerous. Will a helmet save your life? Well, I've heard arguments, pros and cons, both ways. Helmets add a little weight to your head. You know, when you're on the ground bouncing around, you could break your neck. I don't know the statistics of it. And I also know that if you hit the ground and you don't have a helmet on, your gourd could pop like a watermelon. I'm fully aware of that. I don't intend to let that happen. I don't think anybody wants to go down. Nobody wants to crash. And, you know, I like to think God is with me when I'm out riding. A lot of times I will say a prayer just to keep me safe on the road. I do truly believe in that. And I'm really totally comfortable not wearing a helmet because I'm 65 years old now, and for most of my highway riding life, I have not worn a helmet. So that's my viewpoint on it. I know there's pros and cons, there's arguments. Some of you are going to side with me, some of you are going to argue that I should be wearing a helmet. I'd like to hear your 2 cents worth. Put your comments down there, and I will try to get to each one of them. I do read all of the comments. Obviously, I get hundreds of comments every day, so I can't not fully respond to everyone. But sometimes I feel compelled to respond to a comment and add a little more. And I am very grateful. I have a lot of gratitude to you guys for your support and your kindness. And you know what? I haven't been getting a lot of nasty comments at all. So that's a good thing. So that being said, if you haven't yet subscribed, hit the red subscribe button and you'll get posted as the new videos that I got coming up. Give me a thumbs up, hit that thumbs up, and share us with your friends. Until next time, guys, I think I'm going to head in the house now and get something to eat. My wife made some chicken enchiladas, and boy, last time I was in there, they sure looked great. And I'm getting hungry, so I will catch you all later.